So let's look at AmaZulu's lineup. The coach coy about the absence of Veli Mortua from today's squad, but one opportunity for the 22-year-old Olwetum Zimela. He makes his first senior start as a senior.
You see them with the 5 with Extian playing just behind Dion, but also I think the inclusion of Skakane being back into the team, I think it's going to give him that extra man going up front, and Juste will be the one that actually helps Mubara and Brooks in that midfield to try and consolidate where Mamelodi Sundowns will have more numbers.
Well, the Tariq Fili's return does mean that Mubara is pushed into the midfield. So Mamelodi Sundowns today play match number 25 in all competitions this season. Remarkable to think that they've squeezed in that much football despite FIFA windows in 3 successive months. They've made 3 changes from their defeat away to TP Mazembe. Brian Nyango out with a knee injury. Terence Mashego, Tabelo Morena dropped to the bench as the defense gets a makeover.
I think the importance of Alande being back after the suspension in the league, it's going to be very important with Tembazwane's understanding as well, and Mukwena. But those are the 2 people up front.
Required from the AmaZulu forwards at times today. Oh, that's desperately unlucky. It's 20. It's just unfortunate that no one got to see it live. Yeah.
And such a player that plays from the midfield to be able to score a hat-trick, that tells you how on-song Tembazwane was. And I think that's one element also of his game that he has actually improved over the years in terms of getting onto the score sheet, because it's always nice to utilize, so they need to cover each other very well.
So potentially a first real test here for Zimela as Allende plays it in. It's away by AmaZulu. It'll be retrieved here by Mudau. There's Ronron Williams. He'll be looking for clean sheet number 16 in all competitions today. Allende had made himself an option. Now Ribeiro. Zwane with a clever flick, and an opportunity here for Mamelodi Sundowns that has deflected kindly into the gloves of Zimela, who's trying to... SuperSport United, Allende had picked up that caution ages before that, and then eventually serving his... Allende. He's looked to play that into space for Ribeiro. Skakane misjudged the flight of the ball in the air. Tariq Fili's has had it taken away from him. Here's Tembazwane setting up. Allende cracks it, and it will be a corner.
I think that was an important deflection there. Tembazwane winning the ball from Fili's. Those are the conditions we're going to see most of the time, where the player trying to control the ball and then it runs away from him. But Tembazwane...
So bent in here by Allende, well met in the end by Hanamo, but it's been set on the edge of the area for Mukwena, who's scuffed his efforts. Now
Mamelodi Sundowns keeps a position like this, you get frustrated because you don't have an opportunity to be creative as an opponent, because you don't get the ball. So I can imagine your Extian in that midfield when they're just waiting for that line of 5, because then there's more or less like 2 players at the back from AmaZulu that are not marking anybody, so then you can use that for them to be able to cover those balls.
Now Skakane falling here for Shalulile, setting it up for Allende, and Zwane dragged back, penalty. And then it's a horribly unnecessary intervention, let's see. I mean, maybe he might have got a toe on that had he not been pulled back.
Yeah, I mean, here where it starts. Of course, Tembazwane uses his hands to allow the ball to go through. I think Mamelodi just pulling him, I think that's
extremely unnecessary from him. And the man standing over it is Lucas Ribeiro, who's looking to head jointly to the top of the goal-scoring charts in the DSTV Premiership. He has a goal every 90 minutes in South Africa's top flight this season. Remember, he's another one that's coming back from a fairly lengthy layoff, and since his return he has been contributing goals. Scored the second against SuperSport United a week ago. And now an opportunity from the penalty spot to put Sundowns ahead. Oh, calm as you like. And Mamelodi Sundowns hit the front at the Kings Velatini Stadium. Goal number 7 in the DSTV Premiership for the Brazilian, who is having a remarkable debut season for the capital city side.
And such a confident player. Yes, from the sport there. Here's another look at the penalty. You can see there. I think it's for Gumere. He made a mistake for allowing that ball. He made a mistake to allow Mshishi to be able to protect that ball to let it through. But that's a clean penalty from Ribeiro sending.
Words that left Morgan Mamila a little bit upset earlier in the season. He felt there was a lack of respect. So you have to wonder what exactly transpired. As AmaZulu look for an instant retort. Sapang Moremi not playing that with much purpose as Allende is brought down. Passed it easily, but the hosts do have the ball back, and now with Moremi. And Schuster now. Players arriving. And they can loft in a good ball here. It is Hanamo who's put it right on top of Ronan Williams. Ribeiro. Mokwena. Oh, the pass has fallen here for Shalulile. Good save, Nsimela.
Oh, but here's that pass again. I think it was a miscontrol from Allende.
Yeah.
With Shalulile as well with that. I think he got a clean strike on that ball.
2 earlier this year. And makes his senior team debut against Mamelodi Sundowns. Now Mokwena with the effort. Allende has given this straight to Ethan Brooks, who's clipped it forward, looking for Dion. Mamelodi Sundowns have it back. Butuil again. Allende is dispossessed. Brooks, his ball in. Musolabusa takes care of it. It's dropped here for Hanamub. Retrieved by Phillies. Moremi. Hanamub wanted it played into 2 in a row. Stellenbosch in the league, and then to TS Galaxy in the League Cup last time out. The last time that they lost 3 in a row within 90 minutes was in March of 2022, as that one is scrambled behind for a corner. We did lose 3 straight in March this year, but one of those was a penalty shootout loss to Dundalk Stars, which was also quite an embarrassing defeat for the club. On the best of form at the moment. That's lofted in towards Dion, who has turned it away from the target.
I guess also that's another way of trying to punish Mamelodi Sundowns. Such a good ball being played. An outswinger, floated very nicely in the air, but you can see also Dion had to improvise because he's going backwards. Maybe the lack of communication between him and Gumede.
Gumede indicating that he feels he made a call early enough that Dion should have left it. Oh, Mamelodi Sundowns have given this away in a dangerous area. Here's Moremi, cracks it towards Ronan Williams' goal. He gets down well. I think it's the right decision. None of his teammates were arriving in time for him to try and set them up. Had to take it on alone.
Of course, with the Grant there making that mistake, Moremi in and around. We spoke about how important it is to try and press higher up. These mistakes you'll certainly see from Mamelodi Sundowns. At times they're not as fluid.
Oh, the back heel has ended up with AmaZulu, and space here once again for Moremi, and has failed to hit the target.
Time to be able to play that ball on his left.
Just couldn't get the curl that he